everyone, I'm Nitsahone, and it is Monday, and that means it's time for another draft video. We're doing more Guilds of Ravnica right now. Before the draft starts, I want to remind you guys that my videos are sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can go to cardkingdom.com to get singles, to get packs, so you can draft, to get pretty much anything you want for Magic, so check them out. Additionally, this week we're doing Guilds of Ravnica for both draft videos, but I believe this weekend, I'm recording this ahead of time, and hopefully I have the timing right, but I believe that the weekend after this video comes up, Ultimate Masters will be coming out on Magic Online and in paper. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more Guilds of Ravnica, more Ultimate Masters, or a mix. I probably also have a poll on my community tab, and you can just vote in that, which also is helpful. But, those of you who actually watch all the draft videos, your votes probably mean a little more, because some people probably vote on those that don't watch drafts all the time. But either way, let me know. I think most people will want to see Ultimate Masters. It's only going to be around for a few weeks, and Guilds of Ravnica is getting a little old now. Although I think it's a fun format. I'm not tired of it or anything, but I think people might want to watch it. Anyway, I'll see you guys when this draft begins. Okay. This is a pretty nice pack. Camaraderie is really strong, but it is gold, so you're not necessarily going to get to play it, but you can try, and I think it's strong enough, especially for this pack, that it's probably what we're going to take. But I think Sunhome Stalwart is in that conversation. It's a nice, maybe the best 2-drop in the set. At least it's not rare or mythic. It's just really great. Command the Storm a little further behind in that discussion, but those are the 3 cards in this pack that I have first picked in the past. I think we take Camaraderie. It's just really strong. You can splash it in whatever deck. It's a little less good in like a Boros deck, especially because splashing in a Boros deck isn't great. But in Golgari or Selesnya, it's pretty good. So I think it's what I'll take. Okay. Well, I think probably Legion Guildmage. It's just really strong between being a good solid 2-drop and the 2 activated abilities it has. It's another gold card. It's not really one you splash. So we have to end up in Boros. But the other options here are City Watch Sphinx, which has been a little disappointing. I mean, it's pretty good. But, in a format with so many counter spells and efficient removal spells that can kill this, the fact that it surveils often doesn't make up for the fact that you paid 6 mana and your opponent played like 3 or 4 to kill it. So, yeah, I think I take the Guild Mage here. Okay. Well, this card can really do some work. I've drafted it before and had it be awesome. I don't think we want to take it this early, though. Of course, the other options in this pack aren't that exciting either. Invert and Invent, Silent Dart, Thought Erasure. Of those 3, Thought Erasure is the best, and it's not that exciting. It's not enough, it's not Legion Guild Mage. I think I'd probably take the Recruit. It's playable in 2 kinds of decks, basically, and it's a nice 2-drop. I like it more than Ornery Goblin most of the time, so I think it's what I take here. Okay. Necrotic Wound can be nice. It's harder to set up than I'd like, though. And this pack has Dimir Informant, which is pretty nice, and Skyline Scout, which is a nice 2-drop, sort of continuing the theme of nice 2-drops for us, which is not a bad place to start. Cosmotronic Wave, if we end up in Boros, you basically always want one. Is pretty happy with one, too, but we'll take the Scout here over, the removal spell that can be strong but takes some work, and, other cards that aren't that good. I think Dimir Informant and Skyline Scout are just the best cards in this pack anyway. Dowser of Lights and Cosmotronic Wave are both, in the right deck, do some nice stuff, but okay. Well, not really anything in the aggro department in this pack for us. We could find ourselves taking like a Piston Fist Cyclops. Neither of these make me want to play white. Piston Fist Cyclops and Sinister Sabotage are probably the best cards in this pack. I think I take the Piston Fist. Yeah. So the Recruit could get played in a lot of different kind of decks because of the hybrid mana. So that's worth keeping in mind. This pack's interesting. We have Crawl Harpooner, who I think is just the best card in this pack. Spinal Centipede's all right. Rubble Belt Boar is okay. Fire Urchin, whatever. But the Harpooner's really good, and we could easily switch to a Selesnya deck. I mean, we have, the makings of one. And Flower Flourish may push me over the edge into doing Selesnya. Even if we're not Selesnya and we're Boros, it's not the worst. It's not as good there. We could just take another Skyline Scout. which has a higher probability of being played in more decks, but probably isn't quite as good as Flower Flourish, which gives you some nice fixing while also pumping your whole team in the late game if that's what you need. I mean, doing one or the other. Scout, taking the Scout may be the safer move, but I don't know that it's the better one. I think I take Flower Flourish. Flower or Flourish? I don't know. So none of the cards in this pack are very good. May just be a Guildgate pack. Ledev Guardian's playable, but really not that good. Yeah, we're just going to take a Guildgate here. Could help us splash. Maybe we're not splashing. Who knows? Okay, good green cards here. Not great, but, you know, Hitchclaw, Recluse, Crawl Foragers, Might of the Masses are all playable. I think I like the Recluse a little more. Yeah, than the Foragers. Yeah. Just find myself wanting to be more defensive. So, you know, Leapfrog kind of goes with Piston Fist Cyclops, but it's not exciting, and none of these are either. Neither is the Okapi, to be fair. But we have way more green cards, and that I think is enough to push us over to taking it instead. Okay, I think we take a Crushing Canopy for our sideboard over a Loxodon Restorer. Another Recluse, or Crush Contraband. I think I'd rather have another Recluse, yeah. Okay, so here we'll take a Guardian. I think we're Selesnya. Yeah, I'll take another Guildgate here. So the only two cards that get cut are these two. So we don't lose much. I mean, they're good cards. Legion Guildmage and Piston Fist Cyclops are good cards, but, you know, and we could still end up going that route. But as of now, it looks like Selesnya is more open to me. I hope I don't play him, though. Ideally, I probably don't play no copy either, but we'll see. Well, way to put a lot of doubt into my heart. Between Runaway Steamkin and Boros Challenger, this pack is really making me want to go Boros. The thing to remember is how unopened Boros was in that last pack. But man, is that tempting. I mean, they're both really good. I think the Steamkin might actually be better. I think we take Luminous Bonds. It's the less exciting pick, but it's very strong. And, you know, it's pretty good. There's also a League Guildmage. Just pack one, pick one would be a challenge between Runaway Steamkin, Boros Challenger, League Guildmage, Artful Takedown, and Luminous Bonds. That'd be a hard choice. I think it might actually be Luminous Bonds, though. As crazy as that sounds. I don't know. It's definitely Luminous Bonds for us, but that's a strong pack. Ooh. I've wanted to play Pelt Collector. Haven't gotten it yet. Another really good Boros card here, but we're definitely taking Pelt Collector. It's just really strong anyway. Rosemane Centaur is nice, but it's no Pelt Collector. And I have a feeling we'll get like Siege Worms and Rosemane Centaurs if we want them. And we probably will. Pelt Collector's great. Just gets big and stuff. Okay, so World Soul Colossus or Prey Upon? Which do I want more? So Prey Upon right now isn't that good in our deck. You'd think by the end it probably will be. Yeah, I think I'd take the Colossus. It is like a legit win condition. Okay, well, I think we take Light of the Legion here. Justice Strike, you know, we could splash it. We do already have 2 Guild Gates, so running 1 Mountain wouldn't really be hard. But Light of the Legion is definitely better in this deck than it is in an actual, than it is in a Boros deck. It's a Boros mechanic card, but it's definitely better in the Selesnya deck. And I think it's what we take here over all this other stuff. Justice Strike, like I said, is nice, but we'd have to splash it, and we don't have to splash Light of the Legion. We just want another big guy or another Recluse. I think another big guy is probably a good idea there. Okay, so Righteous Blow isn't bad. Take Hearts, both of them aren't bad. This is nice in the Boros deck. Probably could have had a good Boros deck, and if we could have, it may have been the better route to go because Boros is just stronger most of the time. There's also a Foragers, but I think we need more low curve stuff to power out these big Convokes and for Camaraderie to be at its best too. But something like Righteous Blow, we could probably use. Okay, here's a Rosemane Centaur, which we definitely want. We passed one earlier, but we're not passing that one. So, Sworn Companions is nice with the Convoke thing. It's also not bad with Camaraderie. Vigor Spore Worm is a nice little finisher, but it's probably not better than the Colossus. Devkar and Dissident, solid. Could take a Guildgate, but I don't think we do. There's 3 cards in this pack that I think our deck would be happy to have. We don't actually have that many 2-drops right now. I'm sort of leaning more towards the Dissident than the Companions. Yeah, I think I'll take the Dissident. Okay, Gorgon. Sure. All right, so here, this really shows us how open green-white is, right? All the cards are green and white, and they're all playable, really, and all but Loxodon Restorer or even cards you generally feel at least solid about having in your deck. I think Rosemane Centaur is better than Siege Worm most of the time. Skyline Scout is nice, but I think we'd rather have another Centaur here. Here we'll take a Guildgate if we splash something red. Hunted Witness, probably better than Ledev Guardian. Here's another one. And Take Heart's not bad. I don't know that it makes the cut. It's definitely more Boros-y. Okay. So, I think our colors are really open. That's nice. Very nice, really. So, yeah. Ooh, Bounty of Might. Yep. It's strong. It's great. I think you take it over Luminous Bonds. It can just bust open so many board states. 3-for-1s with it aren't uncommon. I like Iron Shell Beetle, even Blade Instructor. Luminous Bonds is definitely the second best card in the pack. We have a lot of high curve, but I think we can handle it. Okay, so this pack's not so good for us. Dead Weight, probably the best card. For us, we have so much high curve that's just going to be better than Vigor Spore Worm. I think we just take something very unexciting. Hitchclaw Recluse number 3. I mean, we could take a Wild Ceratok, but I think the Recluses are fine. They can hold down the ground until we do something crazy with this stuff. Okay, well, Azoni is like the best reason to be Golgari, but that ship has sailed for us. Integrity Intervention is really good, and we do have 1 Boros Guildgate and 2 Selesnya Guildgates. So that's worth keeping in mind. There's also another World Soul Colossus, which is nice. Siege Worm and Shieldmate are nice too. I think, you know, because there's so many other cards in this pack that are playable, and maybe they're not as good. Now we take Integrity Intervention. Who am I kidding? The nice thing about it is, even if we don't get a red mana, it's a good combat trick. It's basically a way better Take Heart, which we'll now cut from our deck. We probably don't want these Witnesses in an ideal world either. Probably Iron Shell Beetle here. We're not the deck that wants Demotion. Call of the Culprit's okay. But I need creatures, man. Between all my Convoke and Camaraderie, and Flower Flourish, we want lots of creatures. So, Healer's Hawk. So good in Boros. You know, we can put a token on it, a counter on it with Iron Shell Beetle in this deck, but that's obviously not nearly as good. It is still a 1-drop that helps us Convoke and is good with Camaraderie. And our other options are a 3rd World Soul Colossus, which isn't bad, but I don't really think we need to go there. I think we need more, you know, I don't know. Is Healer's Hawk going to be better? Or do I take a random 2-drop? Maybe just a 3rd Colossus is worth it. Let's do it. Now we really need early creatures. Another Centaur. True Fire Captain's good. I guess we take the Centaur. Okay, Gorgon. Hitchclaw Recluse, number 4. The Gorgon's probably better. Another Guildgate. Another Okapi. Collar the Culprit. Maybe I take the Collar now. I think I probably do. Yeah. Man, maybe we should have been Boros. That's how it looks now. I don't think we're going to wheel that awesome card we could try to splash, but in case we do, I should probably take a Ceratok. And a Siege Worm. And another Call of the Culprit for the sideboard. Yeah, Boros may have been the best route. Oh, we did take this. I'm stupid. Do we want a third guild gate more than we want a 2-drop, a mediocre 2-drop? I don't know that we do. I mean, 2 guild gates is probably plenty. I mean, we're actually playing 4 probably, and we don't have any guild gate payoffs, sadly. So, yeah, I think random 2-drop is probably. Of course, maybe it gets cut, and a guild gate would have made the cut. So what do we cut here? Well, that is a good question. I think, well, we're really not going to have a problem with flyers. 3 Hitch Claw Recluses and a Crawl Harpooner are going to make sure of that. I may even end up cutting one of those Recluses. So, what to do here? Yeah, you know, taking this 10th District Guard's looking worse because it's like, you know, it's probably on the chopping block. We have 5 cards we need to cut. I don't think we could get away with 17 lands, even with 16 lands, even with Flower or Flourish, because we have so many expensive cards. You're basically a 4, and you're, you know, we'll put you at 2, I guess. So that makes it look a little better, but I think we cut 1 World Soul Colossus. I think between 3 Rosemane Centaurs, Light of the Legion, a Siege Worm, and 2 World Soul Colossuses, we're kind of okay on late game there. Yeah, and then we probably do cut the guard, which should have taken another guild gate, I guess, instead of what we did. So, yeah, I don't think we want to lose any of these other early creatures. 1s and 2s, I mean. Probably cut Hitchclaw Recluse. Could consider cutting Righteous Blow and maybe siding it in against like a Boros deck. For now, I think I'll leave it there, though. Let's group creatures separately, because we do need lots of them. Yeah, and that's the problem. If we don't cut Righteous Blow, we have to cut 3 creatures, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, see you later, Righteous Blow. So now we need to cut... Oh, wait. What kind of math was that? We could have gotten away with cutting 2 creatures, but we may still want to do that. I'll put that back in for a second. You know, maybe I even go down to 1 Recluse. Yeah, I think I will. And then we need to cut 1 more thing. Should it be Righteous Blow, or should we go to 17 creatures? 17's a lot, but we want a lot of them. We have 2 Mass Pump spells, 1 that also draws us cards and gains us life, and several cards with Convoke. So I think we cut... Oop, definitely not Pel Collector. I think we cut Righteous Blow. Okay, combine groups. And I think we go all out on all 4 guild gates here. You know, we're only splashing 1 red card, but, you know, it's probably... Where is that card? Oh, there it is. It's probably worth running that many guild gates and making our mana better. We could think about the Guild Mage, I guess. Probably not. I mean, we could, but we're never going to be able to play it early, and the tap ability is nice in the late game, and so is the other one. Maybe I should just put this in the deck, but we'll have maybe 3 red sources. This way we don't really need to run a mountain. We just need to, yeah, I think this is fine. We have Collar the Culprits in our sideboard and Righteous Blow. Those have their places, not to mention Crushing Canopy, which also has its place. Definitely don't need any swamps or any mountains, but thank you. So we're at 8 green sources, and we're already at 8 white sources, so that's nice. Our mana's going to be good. In terms of white, we actually need less of it, but probably need a little more than it wants to give us here. So 9. So that gives us 7, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's how many lands we need to add. Is it the number we want? Do we want 10 white sources and 9 green sources? I should probably flip that. I feel like, yeah, that should be flipped. Yeah, all right. Deck looks good. I'll see you guys in our first match. All right, going into our first match, we would like to play first. So, interesting. 2 guild gates, couple 2-drops, and a bunch of huge creatures. It's not a great hand. I think I can probably do better, so I think I'm going to mulligan. I mean, it's not the worst, but I think this is probably better. Obviously, we need to hit white mana, but, well, that's annoying. I really need to hit a 3rd land, and I really need to hit white mana, but Luminous Bonds is obviously really good. Do I put it on the bottom? Or do I keep it and hope that we draw a land anyway? I mean, there's a good chance we at least draw another forest for our Gorgon. I think I want it in my hand. There aren't a lot of cards that I would do that with, but especially in this deck, which doesn't have, you know, a preponderance of removal, putting that on the bottom would have hurt. So, all right, just going to play our Beetle. We do need to hit lands. Okay, Boros. I think Boros is actually a pretty good matchup for Selesnya decks because you can muck up the ground a lot more quickly than they can, generally. And we do not have a 3rd land. I think I still attack here. Boros deck's not going to trade, right? You wouldn't think. They do seem to be considering it, though. Okay, well, I'm kind of okay with that, too. Less okay with that. Take 2. Okay, there we go. Have to wait a turn, but hey. Luckily, they don't have such an imposing board that waiting a turn makes me dead or anything. Okay. So, I think I play the Gorgon and plan on just trying to trade it for the Guardian. Obviously, we'd like to have a bunch of stuff in play for Camaraderie, but I don't think we have the luxury of just sort of waiting around. So, see if they have Sure Strike or something, or if these just trade. All right, fine with that. Okay, now I think I play the Ceratok because it can actually just kill the Guardian in combat. All right, well, now it can't. Not for a turn anyway. All right, so I think we play another Gorgon here. And end our turn. We have to hope they don't have Cosmotronic Wave for reach, because right now that's going to destroy us. I mean, it's already almost lethal, so. Awesome. He said sarcastically. All right, so we'll kill this, take 4. Ugh. Well, we're pretty much dead. We've just been on our back foot this whole game. You know, not hitting our land drop when we needed to did end up making a difference. Well, it's probably just better to play Dissident and Recruit than it is to play the Centaur. So, I mean, they don't need much to kill us. They have lots of ways to do it right now. Gross. Okay. Go to 2? Does that give us the best chance of winning? I don't think so. I think we lose either way, but I think I'm going to go ahead and double block that. See what happens. Ouch. Okay. Now we're definitely dead. All right. Well, That didn't go super well. Or even kind of well. What do we want here? Righteous Blow is going to be pretty good. What else? Take Heart. You know, against the Boros deck, we can probably cut one of these. Put in the more efficient removal spell. Hunted Witnesses aren't even that bad against them. They have some X1s. It gains us a little bit of life. Gaining a little bit of life can go a long way. Right now, the only way we have to do it is Camaraderie. We could put in a Take Heart as well, which can gain us life. This gains us life too, I guess. But yeah, this is probably the only changes we make. Let's get a turn 1 Pelt Collector. All right, I would like to play first. Well, we're not going to play it on turn 1, but it was in our opening hand. So, okay, this is all right. Yeah, I think we want to leave that on top. Play a Harpooner on turn 2. Hopefully get to the Ceratok area at some point. They didn't play any flyers in the last game. If they had, like a 2-drop flyer that I was worried about, it might be interesting to hold on to this to kill like a Rock Charger, but we didn't see it last time, and we don't see it here. Okay, well, there's our Pelt Collector. All right, so do we just offer up the trade here? I know I play my Pelt Collector. The trade will make him a 2/2. Then if we can draw a 4th land, obviously we can play the Ceratok. It'll be a 3/3. But if we don't hit that land, we'll just have a 2/2 sitting around, and who knows what our opponent will be doing. Probably not nice things. But I think we still do it. Wish I had a trick right now. They're just going to take it. Kind of cool with that. Take 2. Oh, those bodyguards. Okay, this is pretty nice. So I can play, well, yeah. I guess I should do it now because after the Harpooner dies in combat, or if the Harpooner dies in combat, my Pelt Collector, no, it would still get bigger. I'll still do it now, though. What the hell? So, do I attack and leave back my Harpooner because it can trade with Wojak Bodyguard? I think I actually do. Although if they block, this can trade for Wojak Bodyguard, but I'm a little less interested in trading. I think I just end the turn here and try to kill this Bodyguard in combat. Ugh. Bodyguard, like Legionnaire, is pretty disgusting. If they have Righteous Blow, I'm going to cry. So, get ready. Or Take Heart. Either one will really kill it. Will basically kill us here. You know, I said Selesnya was a good matchup. Hasn't felt that way. We've also had some mana issues, but you have Righteous Blow, don't you? God. Oh, man, that's annoying. Okay, well, Ceratok makes that a 4/4. And I guess I end my turn. I'm surprised you put the counter there. Not here. So we're 1 mana away from Camaraderie, which will gain us 3 life. Draw us 3 cards. Could go a long way towards getting us out of this. That's not good. Yeah. So we kind of have to trade for the Bodyguard. Then we're staring down. Yeah. So we're going to trade for the Bodyguard. We're at 7. We're further away from Camaraderie than I thought we were. We will cast our Siege Worm, though. Man, Selesnya, I have a hard time doing well with Selesnya. It's not that it's awful or anything. I mean, I don't think it is. but I've had my struggles. Okay, so we're going to play Camaraderie here, which will take us back up to 7 and draw us 3 cards, which is no small thing. They're all lands. Of course they are. Okay, so my recruit is going to attack. This is when we really need... I forgot they had that. Obviously, Crawl Harpooner could have killed it, but yeah, we need some help here. Can't believe we drew 3 lands. I mean, I can, but boy, is it frustrating. Okay, that's pretty nice. Don't think I have the... I'm not brave enough to attack with my Siege Worm right here. Play my Guild Gate in my turn. Let of Guardian, okay. Well, can't really attack with Light of the Legion or we die, or Siege Worm or we die, so just gonna end my turn. Opponent is flooding out. Hopefully they don't draw something like Luminous Bond or, you know, Command the Storm. That's pretty good too. All right, so this will become a 3/2. Yeah, all right, so... Oh, we're dead. Why am I bothering? Yeah, we're dead. That did not go well. We didn't have the best of luck, to be fair, but still. We never really felt like we were in either of those games. I'll see you guys in the next one. Right, match 2. Let's see if we can do any better. All right, this hand's solid. We have a 2-drop, a 3-drop. We can search up white if we want to. That might just be what I do on turn 1. Yeah, I think I might as well. So, flower. Grab a plains. End our turn. Okay, I think this time maybe holding onto the Harpooner is worth it. Especially because I have a 2-drop anyway. If I didn't have one anyway, I probably wouldn't do it, but I think we'll see if we can get some value out of it. I mean, if we don't have another creature to play on like turn 4, we'll just play it, obviously, but... Right, so let's attack here. So they're a Golgari deck. They're going to be pretty willing to trade, but I think I'm okay with that. Although, you know, there is something to be said here for just building up my board and casting Camaraderie late instead of trying to be aggressive. Especially because we know that trades are going to benefit them more than us. All right, I think we just play the Centaur. Ha ha ha, Harpooner can kill it. I mean, it'll die too, but hey. So we'll attack with our Centaur here. I'm seriously considering playing the Harpooner and not using its ability because of Camaraderie. But that's probably the wrong idea. I should probably just use it to kill the bats. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the right thing to do there. Right, so it is a 4/4. So, Camaraderie is not the most exciting here, but it draws us 2 cards, gains us 2 life, and would let our Rosemane Centaur attack. I think maybe it's probably... I think it's probably still better to hold off for a turn, though. Let's see what we can... If we can do 3, we should. I mean, 3 is just better. Should have attacked. I think I attack with my Gorgon. If they want to trade, I guess that's okay with me. Nah, yeah. And if they just take 2, that's really okay with me. I hope they don't have, like, Izoni. That's what we don't want to see. Nothing else, huh? Ooh. How greedy do I get here? I think I can afford to be pretty greedy. They're not pressuring us that much, and camaraderie just gets better. So I think I'm just going to power out a World Soul Colossus and tap down everything for it. They can sacrifice their locket. They didn't at the end of their turn. Our turn, though, surprisingly. What do they need 1,000,000 mana for, do you think? That's not it. Yeah, dead weight on the Gorgon is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. And now it's time for camaraderie. Okay. Okay, there's our red mana, should that matter? And it might. So I could attack with Rosemane Centaur and World Soul Colossus. They can kill my Rosemane Centaur, but they essentially have to trade their Rhizome Lurcher. And I guess I'm okay with that. I'll just attack with both of these. I mean, that also means they're taking 8, potentially. So they may also just chump block, which I'm even more okay with. Though, again, we are against a Golgari deck, and if they have some of the really good payoffs for Undergrowth, which Rhizome Lurcher is a reasonable one, but the really, really scary ones, then we're in for some trouble. See if they have a trick here, I guess. Looks like they do. But we still get in for 8, drop them to 6. Don't get to kill anything, though. Play this Guildgate, should we draw our 1 red card. Got Siege Worm ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to put Luminous Bonds on one of these Lurchers and attack with the Colossus. Did just draw another one. There is a potential for them to double block it, and I think for that reason, I think I put them in a worse position if I play Luminous Bonds here and attack with World Soul Colossus. Yeah, put it on a Rhizome Lurcher. Because now they have no way to block and kill this Colossus. They can block it, but they can't kill it. That's what I'm saying. So do we play our other Colossus here as, what would he be, just a 3/3? I don't think so. I think we just say, go ahead. Ooh, that's always fun, right? Okay, so I think we attack with both of our creatures here and see what happens on the other side of the table. Bounty of Might is what enables us to actually attack with both of them. Obviously, Trample would be nicer, but what are you going to do, you know? Okay. I don't think I do anything. It's not going to kill them. These two are already going to win in combat. When we might do something is if they play something here. Okay. Well. All right, then. We're going to use our Bounty of Might here. And so we need to pump this once, and we can pump this twice, and we come out ahead. Their hand's empty. So that makes us a 10-10, and that makes this a... Yeah. Oh. Silliness. Oh, I did that. Yeah, of course they pumped that twice. Well, we do kill both their creatures that can actually do things, and we have plenty of action in our hand. However, probably would have been better to keep the Colossus, but maybe not. Probably, though, because they have nothing to block with. Oh, good. Dead weight also wouldn't have killed it. Okay, so I think I just play Huge Colossus here. Another 7/7. So it can kill them in one swing if they don't do something. They do have that locket, though. Okay. That can block sort of indefinitely. Oh, not anymore, though. All right, so I'm just going to cast Intervention on this, and then we'll see if we can win. All right, we got there. That's more like it. So, Recluses. I should have brought these in the last match almost assuredly because of those, the 3 mana 2/2 haste. World Soul Colossus was pretty good here, but I think 2 is still enough. Wow, talk about a stupid hand. Stupid in a bad way. I guess they're stupid good. This isn't it. All our high drops. All three Rosemane Centaurs. Okay, this one's probably better. They marked Mulligan down to 5, so hopefully we can make this work. I think hitting another 2-drop is probably worth it when we're uncertain as to what we'll be able to play if we draw it, so. All right, so I think I play the Dissident again. So we really need to hit a Forest if we want to play our Gorgon. But even if we don't find one, we're not in the worst shape. Okay, Burglar Rat. I think I probably discard the Gorgon. These are just so strong. I'm really far away from casting them, though. Yeah, maybe I lose Siege Worm. I'll lose Siege Worm. He's kind of replaceable in a way that Bounty of Might just isn't. All right, so we're going to attack here. And then we'll play a Gorgon. Gorgon. Gorgon sounds a little too much like Gorgonzola, I feel like. I don't think I'm saying it right. So, play our Gorgon. We know they have Bartizan Bats and stuff, so that's a good reason to hang onto the Harpooner. It does hit them a little harder, which can matter. Oh, that's annoying. So it'll die, trade with whatever, and make this a 2/2. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's not awesome. Question is whether I'd like to wait a turn, since I can pump this potentially. Also not that far away from Bounty of Might. Yeah, I don't think waiting is a problem. I think I'll wait. Now I wish I had that Siege Worm. It might be replaceable, but I didn't draw what I'd like to replace with. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's fun. Yeah, we'll take the 3. Okay, 2, 4, 5. So I have the mana to pump this right now. which probably deters an attack. I mean, a block. I could also cast Flower and then play Crawl Harpooner, and then we know we have mana for Bounty of Might. These are our options. I think I do attack here, because if I play the Harpooner, the little creatures can't attack either, so I think I attack. I think it's worth knowing we have Bounty of Might mana next turn. I mean, it can just blow out a game, so I'm going to cast Flower here. I guess we'll get a Forest. Then I'll play the Harpooner, and he doesn't get to kill anything, but that's probably okay. Does get to be a 5/2 very briefly. Right, I think we take it. Oh, good, another Spinal Centipede. Okay, another creature's nice, but I think we just attack here. They have 1 mana up. There is the combat trick we know they have that they could convoke, but I think we can sort of play around it. So the dream here is just to blow them out. If they choose to take it, that's going to be kind of a problem. But I do have Iron Shell Beetle ready to go. So if they just take 5 here, which is possible, that's going to suck a little. But I do just get to play Iron Shell Beetle in my second main phase. Okay, so do we do it? I think we do it. I think we go Bounty of Might, cast it, give this +3/+3. So if they cast their own combat trick to kill this, they still lose the creature. So I think it's better to put more onto this than onto this. Yeah. All right. We kill the centipede, it looks like. Yes, they go to 8. They do make one of their creatures bigger. But I'm not super worried about that. I am worried about that. Getting back deadweight here is nasty. And that's what they'll do. Okay. So I get to choose one of these to save from dying to deadweight, essentially, with my Iron Shell Beetle. But it's not like they're going to be that great, even at, you know what I mean? Because it'll be weakened, so it won't be that good. The question is whether it's better to have this ability or reach and slightly more power. I don't know. I know I play the Beetle, though. I could just attack here. They are at a low life total, so doing as much damage as I can is probably not a bad plan. And I can still play the Beetle in my second main phase if they don't decide to block some way or another here. They could just block with this and make me pay 5, which isn't great. But it's not that bad either, I don't think. Yeah, let's attack. If they just take it, I probably let it happen. Okay, so this works for me too. Killing their largest creature. It does mean, man, it does mean that they'll just be able to kill my Crawl Harpooner with deadweight, but I think that's okay. It's not awesome, but I think it's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Then they'll deadweight my Harpooner. And yeah, I mean, things aren't going awesome. Deadweight the Harpooner. attack me for 6. Yeah, that's what's happening. We drop to 5. Okay, well, we don't really have a choice here except to play Iron Shell Beetle. I guess I'm going to put Luminous Bonds on the Centipede. And end my turn. We need one of our big guys. Of course, we discarded that Siege Worm early. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Okay, bye-bye, Beetle. Too late now for a big guy. I don't think we have anything that can save us right here. Nope. Forest certainly isn't it. Okay. Maybe we want more big guys against them. I mean, they have all these little creatures that my smaller creatures don't block well, but the big ones would. But I have plenty of them. I just didn't draw them. So I think we're probably fine. I mean, Light of Guardian would be a nice little blocker here, I guess. But, like, what am I going to cut for it? So, yeah. Maybe like in a copy or something, which isn't nearly as good of a blocker here. The Recluses are nice blockers too. Yeah, I think I am going to cut no copy and put in a Ledev Guardian just because they block so well against all of their 2/2s and 3/2s and everything, whereas the Okapi does not. All right, this is a solid hand. We do have 2 6-drops in it, which is never ideal, but, you know, we'll get there. Also don't have double green, but it's an okay hand. Now we can get double green if we want it. And we probably do. Okay, so we're going to attack. Do we want double green or double white? Oh, we already have double white. Okay, so I'm going to cast Flower here and get a Forest. I'm going to play that Forest, and then I'm going to play Crawl Harpooner. No. And I'll end my turn. You know, getting to 4 is pretty big, too, when you have 2 good 6-drops in your hand. Nice. I like being able, you know, our opponent just playing something like that here works out pretty well for us. Okay, so I think we attack with our Harpooner and play Rosemane Centaur. It's the big guy we really wanted in the last game. So Harpooner attacks. Yes. I'm guessing they chump it, yeah. Then we play our Centaur. I wish these had Convoke. Those wouldn't be too good or anything with Convoke. This time I feel like we're the ones really pressuring them. Well, get back Generous Stray. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's a little annoying. Okay, so we attack with Rosemane Centaur. Play our Gorgon. May just be another chump block here. Now they're just going to take 4 this time. That's better for us. And I'm going to play the Gorgon. So we're 1 land away from being able to play these 2 powerful things. If they tap out, we probably go with some sort of Bounty of Might turn. If they don't, we probably go for a Light of the Legion. If this is all if we hit a land. We also have all of our tap lands still in our deck, so that's probably what I'll draw. You know, that's how things work. No, we did. We did it. Okay, I think we attack with everything and Bounty of Might for basically the win. Not sure we can do lethal, but we can get pretty freaking close. They only have 1 blocker over there who's any good, too. So the other one can't kill anything. Okay, so 11, 12, 13. It's not quite lethal. But I think we still do it. Could just kill this, let that die, and play Light of the Legion too, though. And they take 4 and go to 10. So I could cast Bounty of Might, use it on this to kill that and do 6 extra damage. I think it's probably just better to let this happen and then play Light of the Legion, though. We could have dropped them to 1 there, but while also killing their found broker and keeping our harpooner, but I don't think it was worth it. Granted, if they don't tap out, Bounty of Might is a lot scarier. Okay. Nice. So they're going to kill the Light of the Legion. It will make this a 5/5. That matters. 2 for 1. It's actually not a 2 for 1 because the Indrik didn't die. So we should just have the game here because we can do 11 with Bounty of Might. So we'll attack with everything. A 2 power creature gets through, and we Bounty of Might for 11. Damn, that's aggressive. Okay. That'll do it. Bounty of Might's messed up. All right, on to the next match. See if we can finish at least 2-1 with this thing. All right, match 3. We would like to play first. This is pretty good. The annoying thing is the guild gate. But I think we probably still play Pelt Collector on turn 1, because on the off chance we draw an untapped land, it does have to be a plains, but I think it's a good hand either way. Oh god, I did, yeah. Right, no, that's what I said I should do, but now I'm doubting it, I guess. Yeah, it's not going to do anything right here, other than attack for 1. Look out. Man, we keep getting these 6s that don't have Convoke early, which, you know, they're great late, and that'll matter, but it's a little frustrating. All right, that's going to come in handy. For now, we're just going to play this Fresh Face Recruit, which will make our Pelt Collector a 2/2. Okay. We don't have any other creatures that are going to pump it in our hand right now, which is a little annoying. Ojek Bodyguard, okay. Okay, I think we play the Gorgon because it can just trade with the Bodyguard, and that's usually what you need to do. You can't really let that thing live. If you do, it will destroy your soul, basically, because it'll pump so many creatures. The Recluse can, of course, block them, but being able to block indefinitely against a creature with Mentor in play isn't that helpful. When the Mentor creature is not in play, something like the Recluse is pretty nice, but there's one in play right now. So, okay, so there's a good chance they have a trick, but let's find out. They'll need Sure Strike. It's just very specific, and the Puncturing Blow will work too. But yeah, so I'm happy with that overall. I'm gonna play another one now. No, they're not, and that works for me. Now, Hitchclaw Recluse isn't too bad. Wow. All the guild gates. All right, so we play a Recluse here. Now we're only 1 away from Light of the Legion, which is nice. I think I actually attack. Yeah. Ooh. I'm even happier that the mentor dude is dead, because this thing is a problem. Okay. These two would kill each other in combat. The other... Well, no. You left a 3-3 back. Just kidding. So we play World Soul Colossus here. It will also pump our Pelt Collector. So we're going to tap all of our mana for it. But the question is, who else gets tapped for it here? Probably you. You're not going to be a very good blocker. And I guess it is the Pelt Collector. Having the 1/4 back is probably a little better. I could just tap them all. But it's so bad against like Luminous Bonds. I think going a little safer here is worth it. Pelt Collector is now a 3/3. It'll be a 4/4 once we play Light of the Legion. Oh god. It's nice when you slow this deck down because you're usually in a good place, but Legion Guildmage can really mess that up. And they're going to hit us for 5 here on top of that. Okay, Ceratok's not bad. Not as good as a land would be right now, but it's not bad. Makes you a 4/4. I think we just have to end the turn there. Camaraderie would be nice, but it's another 6 mana spell we don't have the mana for right now. So they can just start damaging us, which isn't so good. Okay. I think I'm going to attack with my Colossus here. Probably should have done it last turn, too. Could play land and just attack with everything. They have 1 card in their hand. And I have Bounty of Might in my hand. But there's a lot that could go wrong. I think I want to wait. I don't need to do it just yet, so I don't think I do. I think I just attack with our Colossus. Most ways they block, I come out ahead. Except that one. I guess I'd rather kill the boar. Makes him bigger. But now Light of the Legion coming into play won't make him bigger. But it's still a huge, scary creature. And it's nice to have that in play ahead of... yeah, so they're going to damage us here. Drop us to 9. We need to win in a hurry. And we can with Bounty of Might. If they have Cosmotronic Wave right now, we're dead, though. 2. Okay, they don't. Doesn't look like. There's a good chance they tap down my Light of the Legion here, but let's see what happens. Yeah, damn it. Okay, time to do some math. All right, so if I attack with everything here, we're already at 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. So if they decided to just take most of this, how much has to get through for us to kill them? That's the question. I guess 8. 8 plus 9 is 17, yeah. So 8 has to get through. Problem is, there's so many ways they can block here where they don't die, even with Bounty of Might. Now, how much damage do they need to keep on the table to kill us next turn? A fair amount. This also has Trample, it's worth noting. That does make things a little easier. Do I go for it? I mean, I'm so close to being dead if I pass the turn without attacking. I could also just attack with a couple creatures if I want to be a little more cautious, and that would still be pretty great. Like, I could attack with this 9, and should they decide to take it, that would kill them. Also, again, Trample's here. This does block the Hitchclaw. Yeah. I think I'll attack with all 3 of these. They can tap down my only blocker, it's worth noting. In which case, on the backswing, I take 2, 4, 6, 7. I take 10. But they have to block something here, so it won't be 10. Yeah. So I think we attack. See what happens. Block. Okay, so I say we go for it. Our friend Bounty of Might may have just come through again. So 11, and we'll put 1 here. Kapow. Whew. Bounty of Might's ridiculous. Again, I mean, you know, you have to be careful with it, but if you cast it at the right time, it's pretty mighty. Recluse seems reasonable-ish, but it's not like I don't have other things that can block flyers between the Harpooner and... I guess it's just the Harpooner and Light of the Legion and our other Recluse, but that's probably enough. Righteous Blow is always good against Boros, so I could consider it. Yeah. Pelt Collector's been good. Playing it on turn 1 is, as one would expect, quite powerful. Oh, this is an interesting one. I think we probably have to mulligan it. We are on the draw, but yeah, I think we have to mulligan it. Just too much big stuff. Oh, God. Down to 5 we go. Okay. This is keepable. I think we have to put that on the bottom, though. Man, that first hand would have been the best, of course. But you can't know that's how things will work out. It was not good, but it was the best of the hands we saw. Well, we can Righteous Blow the first thing they play, most likely. Yep, there it is. That's what we're going to do right now. That's the reason it's so good here, is you almost always trade up with it against Boros. Like, killing a 3-drop for 2 is a pretty good deal. So if we had a 4th land, we can go Ceratok, Centaur. It's not too bad. Ooh. That's not good, though. We do hit a 4th land. I think I do play the Ceratok. Need red mana for intervention here. Do I trade? Oh, they're not going to give me the choice. Okay, then. I think we play Rosemane Centaur now. End our turn. So these are both going to attack. This is going to be a 3-2 with first strike. I think what I'm going to have to do is block this with the Ceratok and block this with the Centaur, hopefully. Tricks, removal, all of that completely, you know, blows us out, but letting this attack more than once would be a huge problem. Oh, good. I probably don't block it now. Now it's a 5-4. Oh, my God. Well, we do block this. We go to 15. So we don't have a lot of ways to kill this. It's just so big. 3, 4, 5. So you'll be like a 4-4. I do have Integrity. Which might just be our best choice, but I think we just take another 5 in the face from it right here so that we can play out another big creature. Oh, I can attack first, so I might as well. Vigilance and all that. All right, and then Colossus. It's only a 4-4, but 2 4-4s is not, you know, some small thing. Oh my God. Looks like we're racing. Camaraderie is going to help us in a race. I hate that it has Vigilance now. I kind of forgot about that. So, oh, but it can't block. Who cares? So we are racing. So attack for 8 here. That's not enough. We're just dead to this next turn. Unless, I mean, we can block it. So that matters, especially because we can use Integrity. Okay, so I think I attack with the Centaur, and in my turn... So we'll have to use Integrity to kill it. Probably on the Colossus, who does not have Vigilance. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it worries me. We haven't seen what they're splashing blue for, I don't think. Could be something like Raw. Yeah. So this way we have 2 blockers available. And the Colossus is definitely what we throw in front of it because it doesn't have Vigilance. So do this. And then we're going to try to do this and take it down. 3 for 2. Looks like it's going to happen. The 3 for 2 happens. Okay. We're dead. God, I'm stupid. Camaraderie's not going to do anything. No. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can, but I forgot it had first strike when it's attacking. So I wasted the spell is what's frustrating. It wouldn't have mattered in the long run. I mean, it wasn't going to kill them, but it's still frustrating. This is another, like, slowish hand, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I think we keep it. I don't want to mulligan to 5 again. So I think we play the Guildgate first, and, you know, right now in turn 2 we don't have anything to do anyway, so we can cast Flower on turn 2 if we decide we need to. We may not. Just depends what we draw. We may draw a 2-drop, for example, or another land, in which case I don't think I'm as eager to use it yet. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about using it right now. Luminous Bonds would have been nice on that card. I can't believe that trick situation. Frustration. Okay, so that's not good, or potentially not good. Right now it's not too scary, but it can get scary in a hurry. Does that mean I put Luminous Bonds on it? I don't think so. So I think I play Fresh-Faced Recruit here. And then the question is, do I want to cast Flower? I think I probably do. We're going to need the mana. Probably should have... Oh, no, it can't search up any basic. I was going to say, probably should have run a mountain, but... eh. So... it's kind of silly to put Luminous Bonds on the Wojak Bodyguard because it already can't block. And I could put it here and then I have a free attack. But the fact that this can mentor and all that nonsense is the real problem. Which, granted, again, it won't be able to attack for a turn if I put Luminous Bonds on this. But it is still so much of a problem that I'd rather put Luminous Bonds on it, is what I'm saying. So that's what I'm going to do. I still get to attack. There's no reason for me to leave back Fresh-Faced Recruit because it can't block Swiftblade Vindicator and live and kill it. So we need the first strike to be able to do anything. Okay, so... could have also played the Ceratok, but I don't think that's what we wanted to do. Man... Stop playing things that can pump your freaking Vindicator. I guess I'm just going to play Rosemane Centaur here. So the horrible thing right here is I could block this with my Rosemade Centaur, but after it gets mentored, it's going to kill it. And yeah, ooh, that's not good. They're going to make a crater on my fresh face recruit's face. So I think it's actually better here to block the Vindicator because it's going to keep getting bigger if I don't. So I think that's what we got to do. And hope they don't have a trick. Okay, good. And then we're going to play Ceratok. Not looking great for us, though. We need Bounty of Might to win, obviously. Gross. Grosser. Surprisingly not aggressive. Because they could have attacked with Hammer Dropper and this and pumped it. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this one. At least this time I didn't play a card really stupidly. Like I did in the first one. Oh my god. Oh god. Well, 10, even if we draw our way to... We're dead. That's when the Boros deck just kills you. Yeah. All right. Well, 1 and 2. I continue to not do very well with Selesnya. I do think it's worse. I think it's honestly worse than Golgari the more I play it. We did have some bad luck, and I did make a dumb misplay, although that misplay ended up not mattering at all. But yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next draft video. I think this Thursday's draft video will be the last Guilds of Ravnica video for a while, and then I'll be moving on to a few weeks of Guilds of or a few weeks of Ultimate Masters, and shortly after that will be preview week for Ravnica Legions, which should be a lot of fun. So thanks for watching.